Okay, here we go. Well, the deck builder just disappeared. Yep, here we go. Here we actually go this time. Please be on the play. Yep. Got him. Ooh. We have an Elesh Norn in our hand. Yeah, that's why we have these white sources, I guess. So turn 1 Hallowed Fountain, turn 2 Werebear. Yeah, that's fine. This hand is acceptable to me. I can Werebear into Ancient Tomb. I can play Werebear, then I can Ancient Tomb, Forbidden Alchemy, and Impulse on the same turn. At the end, during his end step, of course. Ancient Tomb does a lot of damage. I hope he's not the mono red player. Or the black aggro player. Yeah, it looks like he is. I haven't actually played against black aggro yet. I've drafted it once. It was not the funnest deck I've drafted. It was pretty boring, actually. Not like this sweet summoning trap deck, yeah. But, like, it can kill you out of nowhere. Like, you can Drops Messenger me. Braids is the main thing. I really hope he doesn't have braids, because that can lock me out pretty quickly. With this Forbidden Alchemy, this Werebear might get large enough to block his Lacerator. Or he can Doomblade it, and I won't have to worry about that. Misty Rainforest just grabs a forest or an island right now. So I could Impulse with the Misty and shuffle back. No, I don't want to shuffle after I Impulse. I'm trying to decide between Ancient Tombing or Misty Rainforest. I think it's just Misty. So I can Forbidden Alchemy, and next turn have Impulse and Miscalculation up. So Misty Rainforest, I might counterspell whatever he plays with Miscalculation. So he's at 18. I hope he doesn't play Messenger, though if he does, I'm ready for it. I'd rather him just not play anything and I'd be able to Forbidden Alchemy. I think I'm getting a forest with this Rainforest, because I already have 2 blue sources, and I need the second green for both Summoning Trap and Tooth and Nail. What is this? It's an Expel? You tap 3 mana without adding mana to his mana pool. So either hit a... Oh, no Planeswalkers here, sir. Enjoy your 2/1 first strike. So what am I looking for here? I probably want Batterskull, actually. That would be neat. Yep. Alchemy it up. I might just take a land here so I don't have to hurt myself with Ancient Tomb. Summoning Trap or Fact or Fiction. I can Summoning Trap the turn after next, because next turn I'll have 5 mana. I can Impulse into a land and maybe Summoning Trap. Yeah, I think I just take Summoning Trap here. Hopefully draw another land in my Impulse. Oh, there's Kozilek. That's unfortunate. It's 2 less creatures I don't have in my deck to hit. So I'm kind of regretting not taking Scalding Tarn. And if I hit myself with Ancient Tomb, his Lacerator doesn't lose him life anymore, which I guess is a little relevant. Not super relevant, though. If he doesn't have a spell, that'd be more than acceptable. So I go to 11. I might cycle this Miscalculation if I don't hit a land with Impulse. That's pretty unlikely. What is he doing? It's first strike combat damage. I've taken 2. You can't cast spells until your main phase, unless you have something really important to cast. What are you doing, sir? That's right. Activate mute. Oh man. He passed priority with mana in his mana pool. He just wasted a mana. That's pretty good. Magic Online claiming another victim of people refusing to learn its interface. So, do we get to see this elusive 3 mana spell that has a cost? Nope. Doesn't look like it. I think it costs 4 mana and he just accidentally tapped something. Yep, we'll take this island. Put back Thirst for Knowledge and a bunch of non-creatures. Okay, so I think I'm gonna wait for him to attack and then Summoning Trap, because that's much better value. Also, I can possibly miscalculation something. Also, he loses a life this way. Yeah. Whereas if I had Summoning Trapped, I would have been at 9. I can't remember what Braids does. Braids Cabal Minion? Cabal Minion, I think? Whenever I don't exactly know what a card does, I type in its text. Bradis, that's not how you spell Braids. I think it's only artifact, creature, or land, but it could be permanent, and I want to know the difference. Yeah, creature, artifact, land. So I wanted to know if he had like an arena or something, could he sacrifice it? Good old Phyrexian arena. Take 2 damage. Please hit. What do I want to hit here? Sundering Titan would be pretty bad. I'd have to kill like 3 of my lands. I really want to hit Ulamog, I guess. That or Frost Titan. I think Frost Titan's better. If I wanted Frost Titan, I should have done it at the beginning of combat, but I wouldn't have got to eat one of his creatures. Sword of Temptation's pretty good. Eternal Witness to get back the Summoning Trap. Do it during my upkeep. Actually, I have a lot of options here. So my first option is Sword of Temptation, take his Hex Mage, and block his Lacerator. That doesn't really do anything. Second option is Eternal Witness, block his Lacerator, get back Summoning Trap. I think that's the best option. So I'm going to put a stop during my upkeep. Oops, that was his upkeep. So I can Summoning Trap on my turn. Probably want to draw Regrowth first, then Sower, Preordained, Shelduck Isle. Okay, we'll get back Summoning Trap. So we get to do it again. I can't remember exactly how Sundering Titan works, if this counts as a plains or if I can count it as an island so I don't have to sacrifice a plains. I'm pretty sure it counts as a plains, so I'd have to kill like island, forest, plains, swamp. But I hope I just don't flip Sundering Titan. Even though I kind of need to. Oh, it was Core Lash. So he tried casting Core Lash about 3 times. 2 mixed results. Yeah, I think I still do it during my upkeep, because if I need to draw land in order to cast Wall of Roots. And Summoning Trap. Yep, Ulamog the Infinite Gyre. Tidings, Batterskull, irrelevant spells. So this makes him sacrifice everything but Core Lash, I think. I just accidentally F6 through that or something. Oh, no. I F8'd it earlier, which is why I can't do anything now. So if I draw a land, I can actually just Tooth and Nail into play Elesh Norn and Kozilek. Which would be pretty good value, I think. For some reason I thought Ulamog had haste. He does not. Though most of the lands are on the bottom of my deck. Oh, that's the worst. I guess I just lose now. Assuming he targets me. Because he swings for 5. So, I'm playing against zombies. I could board an Agony Warp, I guess. That would involve boarding in a bunch of black lands, though. Capsize, pretty poor. I definitely don't want to bring in an Overgrown Tomb, because I won't have time or life to flashback Forbidden Alchemy. Frantic Search, bleh. Yeah, I think I'm fine as is. I mean, if I had a free or black splash, I think I'd play Agony Warp, but I don't want my lands to come and play tapped or deal damage to me. Ancient Tomb was worth it because I got a Summoning Trap a turn early, or actually twice. I didn't draw another land after that. So I think the 4 damage was worth it that game. I thought this was a show and tell for some reason. I don't know if the double Eldrazi hand is a keeper, but I mean, I've got Thirst for Knowledge, so I can always pitch them. So we're not going to mulligan. Can miscalculate his 2-drop. I do not have upkeep effects. This is where Force Spike is good. You just Force Spike his 1-drop. So whenever you Force Spike something other than a 1-drop, it feels like the best in the world, though. Yeah, there's the Lacerator. So I think I'm going to play Ancient Tomb, take 2 damage off of it, and play Thirst. Since I don't have any green sources to play any sort of summoning trap shenanigans. I just like take an extra hit off of his Lacerator by tapping Ancient Tomb. And I'm definitely going to pitch my 2 Eldrazi, because they're not doing much in my hand right now. Or at all ever. I need to draw some green sources though, pretty soon. Hopefully off this Thirst. Draw 3, discard 2 Eldrazi. Yep, and I get 2 instances of shuffling. Shelduck Isle. That's delightful. So what I can do now is I can play the island to miscalculate his guy without taking 2, or I can play Shelduck Isle, miscalculate his guy and take 2, or Forbidden Alchemy. I think it's better to just play the untapped land so I don't have to take 2 this turn. Ancient Tomb does have a significant drawback. Wow. I kind of hope he has a play so I don't have to Forbidden Alchemy. I mean, I'm going to do it because I can't sit here doing nothing, but I'd rather hold up Miscalculation next turn if he has... Wow, this card's pretty bad. I mean, I guess the 3-1 I can discard cards to it. I'm just going to Miscalculate it anyway. It's not like the other cards I was thinking that he'd cast. Bloodghast would be particularly annoying. I wonder why he tapped a swamp for that. So I'm gonna tap Shelduck Isle now. Like if I didn't draw the impulse there, I was just gonna play the island so I could Forbidden Alchemy without hurting myself. But since I drew Shelduck Isle, hopefully exile an Eldrazi off here, mill myself with Forbidden Alchemy, and then cast Tidings and cast it or something. Yeah, there's Kozilek. The bad thing about... I'm not sure if you can entwine off the... I have to read the reminder text. Choose both if you pay the entwine cost. So I'm not sure if you can entwine off the Shelduck Isle. It's never come up for me. But I think Kozilek will be enough to do it in any case. I don't need to get greedy with Tooth and Nail. Like if I knew it would entwine, I would for sure take it, but I'm not sure if it does, so I'm just going to take Kozilek, and I'll look it up after this game. One, two, three. I guess it depends on what he plays if I want to Forbidden Alchemy or Impulse. I think Alchemy's better because I want to cast this Kozilek. Core Lash again. I don't really have any removal in it, but just put the Sower of Temptation on the bottom of my library. Could be the flaw of my deck plan. Just gonna Impulse here. Batterskull's pretty good. I think I'll take that one. Still haven't seen a green source. There's Fact or Fiction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sure. 2, 3, 4, 5. Hopefully he doesn't play Gatekeeper. That would be very annoying. It's putting very annoying mildly as well. Please don't have Gatekeeper. I want to run away with this Batterskull and eventually Kozilek you to death. That's the goal. Let's make it happen. Like, he's played Doomblade last game. That doesn't take care of Germ Token. I'm gonna ask the Orc if I can play Entwine off of a Hideaway land, I guess. Skinrender. It's fine, I guess. I get to gain a life, like 4 life off Corlash. Blocking Corlash. Fact or Fiction was a pretty good draw, because now I get to, I think, activate Shelduck Isle during my next turn. Like, not the one I'm about to get, but the one after that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If I don't just die. There's a Wall of Roots I can't cast, so I think I'll cast Fact or Fiction now. Look for Green Source and then cast it off Ancient Tomb. That's pretty bad. Then if he has a Doomblade, I'm dead. Actually, I'm just dead on board with Mutavault. So I need to do something. If I Forbidden Alchemy into a Green Source, I can cast Wall of Roots and hope he doesn't have anything? Yep, I think that's the plan. Because if I Fact or Fiction, I have to take 2 off Ancient Tomb in order to cast Wall of Roots. Yep, let's see a Forester drop or something. I think Forest is what I want here. I don't think I can afford the extra 1 damage. And if I could equip Wall of Roots, I would. But hopefully I get pretty lucky next turn. I can Fact or Fiction and Shelduck Isle, but I'd have to take 2 to do that. And I'm not even sure what Kozilek's drawing me at that point. I think it might just be better to equip Batterskull or Wall of Roots. And then he has to attack and not have a removal spell for my Wall of Roots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm taking 7 if I block Corlash. And I'm only gaining, I gain 4 off Wall of Roots if he's not attacking with Mutavault. Maybe he forgets it does things. Yeah, the aggro deck's not a very good matchup, it looks like. What is he doing here? His cards blinked, so I thought he had effects. But maybe he doesn't. Maybe he's regenerating Corlash. Dark Ritual. Mid-combat Dark Ritual? I don't know what card this is. Hatred, maybe? Hatred would be pretty good right now. I don't even know if that's in the cube. Ooh, Ink Eyes. So he can take my Hellish Norn? Jeez. Touché, sir, touché. Well played. I like that, actually. That's a cute interaction. Oh, that really sucks for me. I like that. I don't even mind losing if as long as he just goes big. Yeah, there's nothing I could draw here. I'm just gonna kill myself. Yep, okay. Unfortunate round 1, but... let's go ask that Entwine question. And I'll be back for round 2.